Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for coming by today. It's interesting to see sometimes when we have something we're trying to accomplish, for me anyway, um, how much extra energy I have. I found myself waking up this morning with an abundance of energy and pretty wound up because I need to get myself elevated to accomplish what I'm trying to do at this time. Um, for those of you who don't know, I'm completing my um, certification for yoga therapist, and um, so I'm on the verge, and I'm trying to wrap it all up. Um, and so I'm juggling a lot of things at once, even more than what we're normally juggling, right? But anyway, doing okay on it, doing pretty good on it, actually. And um, so I woke up like earlier and okay, let's systematically do this. And I just find it very interesting how amped up now. So I don't know if it's just interesting to see how different, to see how amped up I was because I don't normally wake up amped up. I usually wake up and I like living in a more, I don't like living amped up anymore. I lived like that for a long time. So this is just something I'm so glad to actually see that I still have so I can call on it when I need it. And I just find it very interesting. So I waited today to come on until a little bit later here because now I am not as amped up because I've been working with paperwork and on the computer and planning and different things all day. So I'm now ready to calm it down and let it go and get a good night's sleep and wake up tomorrow. Um, so I just want to thank you so much for coming by and for being here, and welcome to Zenful Conversations. We are here every single day, and we are in year 6, if you can believe it. This year we're having a conversation based on the Book of Awakening. We're reading these wonderful offerings by Mark NEPO daily here. You don't need to buy anything. We are here every day. But I will say this is an awesome book for your wisdom library. Um, so I've been using music to help me you release some of this outside stimulation. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. And there we go. Hopefully, it's just a soft background. Let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, we don't too many bars. Let's go with 5. Taking a moment to release a few layers of tension from the body, starting with the physical body, releasing something, letting the energy change up, right? Softening and soothing the head, the forehead, noticing the tightness in the muscles across the face and the energy for me held up in these cheeks that still have emotion in them. So I'm gonna let that soften a little bit there. Maybe help it by a little bit of gentle touch. Relaxing the jaw, letting my side neck release a little bit. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Let them go back slightly. And let the breath come in a little bit deeper in that space that you just created. And I'm telling you can notice it. There's a layer down, a layer down. And just like that, I'm more present, and I just love being more present for these messages this year. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, this New York Times best-selling book, is described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. And the message we're offered today, this day number 2015. 2015. That's right. 2015 days in a row. Is titled The Stripping of Our Will. The Stripping of Our Will. And there's a little quote here offered to us by Bhagavad Gita. These bodies are perishable, but the dweller in these bodies is eternal. Most vegetables and fruits grow within a covering that must be peeled away if the sweetness and ripeness is to be eaten. There are many ways this speaks to the human journey, but perhaps one of the most important involves the way in which who we are grows within the covering of our will. So let me back up again. There are many ways that this speaks to the human journey, but perhaps one of the most important involves the way in which who we are grows within the covering of our will. We often protect our little seeds of effort, desire, passion, and curiosity by wrapping them in grand designs and ambitious plans that, in the end, rarely have anything to do with the sweetness and the ripeness of what finally grows within us. Do we hear that? We often protect by wrapping them in grand designs and ambitious plans that in the end rarely have anything to do with the sweetness and the ripeness of what finally grows within us. However, it is important to remember that just as corn cannot mature unless it is covered for months by its husk, we need to incubate who we are within layers of who we might yet become. Let's have a moment of quiet with that. I'm going to read that again, and then we're just going to pause for a minute. It's important to remember that just as corn cannot mature unless it is covered for months by its husk, we need to incubate who we are within layers of who we might yet become. There is nothing wrong with this. Most things in life need a protective container in order to grow. We can hurt ourselves, though, when we keep the fruit that is us covered too long. We can go bad. We can begin to spoil within if we stay encased in old plans once who we are inside has matured. Perhaps when we move or change careers or change relationships, we're trying to free ourselves of all that has covered us, even if it has helped us grow. Although we may come to realize that it may be our way of loving that needs to be shed, but not who or what we care for. The most humbling part of this is that though we need to make plans and work toward goals and imagine possible futures, none of it can prepare us for the moment that we ripen. Once the soul fills out like mature fruit, all of our fantasies, ambitions, and deep complaints turn to useless skin. Once ripe, once able to feel compassion and joy, all forms of sacrifice and postponement for the future begin to make us decay inside. Like the silk that keeps the corn shining, all our delicate dreams of tomorrow have served their purpose when the heart pops up like a kernel. Since none of us can control or time the ripening of our sweetness, we can only try not to define ourselves by all that covers us, even if it has helped us grow. Let's hear that again. Since none of us can control or time the ripening of our sweetness, we can only try to not define ourselves by all that covers us, even if it has helped us grow. In this way, we can strive hard and long, wanting to be the sun itself, only to ripen and burst with our little bit of sun exactly where we are. So dream as you will. Plan to build your version of the pyramid. Scheme to make and spend several fortunes. For nothing matters but the sweetness incubated in our dreams and sufferings, finally brought to air. Let's let that come in. Let's process that. What does that mean today to you? The meditative exercise that we're offered asks us to choose a piece of fruit, perhaps an apple or an orange. Breathe slowly and feel the skin that keeps you from the fruit. Thank the skin for bringing the fruit to you. Now peel some of the skin and eat some of the fruit. And then do this again while meditating on some covering, a plan or a dream or desire that has helped you be who you are. So do that again while meditating on some covering, a plan or a dream or a desire that has helped you be who you are. And now close your eyes and peel some of your own covering, giving thanks for being brought this far. Giving thanks for being brought this. Giving thanks for being brought this. Thanks so much for sharing in these messages. Thanks so much for supporting this community. Please visit zenfulconversations.com. Sign yourself up for something. A lot of free offerings. Deep gratitude. See you tomorrow. Namaste.